I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair.
Hello, and welcome to the Scorcher Report, news that burns. My name is Rich Gary.
And I'm Pedro Santa Cruz. It's March 29th, and we are coming to you alive from our downtown Tucson studios. Right? We're alive, right?
Ooh.
Yeah!
Let's get started with local news. A Peace Garden in Sunnyside neighborhood has been vandalized a number of times in the past 6 months, including fire damage to the garden, graffiti on the tables, and a broken fountain. Republican lawmakers have suggested that the garden should arm the plants in the garden with guns, but the Mosquito Tree Union has lobbied against the potential legislation. However, a cayenne pepper plant in the garden with ties to the NRA was quoted as saying, "Don't worry, I'll be packing some heat."
Talk about a hot pepper.
A spicy pepper.
Must be a jalapeno.
Yeah, jalapeno.
Fox Restaurant Concepts, the owner of such restaurants as Zinburger, Culinary Dropout, and Blanco, is facing backlash after their email account was hacked and customers on their email list were sent sexually provocative messages and photos instead of the normal food discounts and coupons. The restaurant has apologized for the mistake and said, "On behalf of our hot hostesses, our sexy servers, and our beautiful bartenders, we apologize that the use of sexual attraction would in any way be construed as part of our business model." You like that, huh?
No, it's crazy. My roommate works at Zenburger.
Is she hot?
It's a guy.
Is he a cook?
No.
Oh, wow. He must be a looker.
He's a real piece of work. Governor Doug Ducey signed a law on Monday that extends a sales tax, which is estimated to provide almost $700 million per year for Arizona public schools until 2041. The sales tax was set to expire in 2021 and was sponsored by both the Democrats and the Republican leaders. The legislature tried to raise money for public schools, but they were not able to figure out a way to tax their own selling out to corporate interests funds.
I think they'll figure it out. There's some bright people up there in Phoenix, right?
What are you doing?
Not all of them went to ASU.
Come on.
Arizona Governor Doug Ducey suspended Uber's self-driving car experiment in the state after an autonomous vehicle hit and killed a pedestrian last week. Following the announcement, Ducey noticed on the ride home that his door locks kept locking and unlocking on their own. Once he arrived back home, Ducey says that his computer was hit with a virus and that his TV began issuing threats. The governor said that either the robot apocalypse has begun or that House Speaker J.D. Mesnard dosed his coffee with LSD again.
See, and that's the exact reason why I always put tape over my laptop. That stuff right there.
That's why I don't drink coffee. I stick with the scotch.
Well,
Moving on to national and international news.
The Office of Iowa Republican Representative Steve King posted a meme on Facebook showing Parkland student Emma Gonzalez wearing a Cuban flag. After being criticized for the post, King doubled down, calling Gonzalez a, quote, nerd, before lighting up a cigarette in the boys' room and delivering a swirly to one of the theater kids.
Those theater kids really are losers, though. I mean, who would do a play?
Tom,
Come on.
You're a theater kid.
I'm a grown man.
You're a theater man.
I'm a theater man. I am Pedro Santa Cruz, not Tom.
Yeah.
Nevada Rep. Mark Amodei says that House Speaker Paul Ryan will be stepping down in the next month or two to avoid a humiliating defeat. Amodei said that Ryan plans to give the Speaker's gavel to Steve Scalise, who rose to fame after he was shot during a congressional baseball game last year. After much priding, Ryan admitted that he may step aside, but if he does decide to run again, we'll have someone shoot him a few weeks before the election to increase his chances. Nothing says elect me like a shot to the leg.
Steve Scalise? I went to camp with that guy.
Really? You got some stories?
He peed his pants on the first night of camp.
And that's unusual because?
Oh my God. You think it's not unusual to pee? Oh, jeez. The world's carbon emissions reached a new record, according to the International Energy Agency, as the world now produces 32.5 gigatons of pollution. Mother Earth celebrated the new record by unleashing a snowstorm in New England, a hurricane in the Caribbean, and a forest fire in California. Congratulations, Miss Nature. Please don't kill us.
Please, we want to live.
We want to live.
President Trump privately told people that Stormy Daniels isn't the type of woman he finds attractive, according to a Washington Post report. Officials close to Trump said the president is attracted to women who run their own clothing line, look like a bird, and who share much of his DNA.
You know, I've heard a lot about this Stormy Daniels story over the last couple weeks, and the question that keeps coming up in my mind is, who's Stormy Daniels?
I don't know.
Neither do I. A recent public policy poll found that Stormy Daniels would win in a head-to-head election with Donald Trump.
Backfire.
No, not that kind of head-to-head. Get your mind out of the gutter. The
My
poll
bad.
found that 42% of Americans would choose Stephanie Clifford, Stormy's real name, over Trump's 41%. At this point, the only thing surprising about Stormy Daniels' presidency is that she wouldn't be the first president to end each night with a footlong.
Now we know who Stormy Daniels is. She's the owner of Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Well, for more on Stormy Daniels, we're going to go via satellite and talk with our special White House correspondent, Samantha Powers, the pole dancer, who will get us up to speed on the whole situation.
Samantha, the pole dancer?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow. I wish I knew about this one. I would have worn my power shirt.
Like, Brendan never gives me the scripts. I usually have to steal them from his office. Anyways, Samantha, the pole dancer, are you there?
Yeah, boys, I'm here.
Oh, we weren't expecting you to look so manly. You're Samantha, the pole dancer?
Yes, sir. I conduct polls for political candidates, social issues, celebrities, general opinions, music, culture, minutia, fiddle-faddle, flippery, frivolity, and sometimes even twiffle. In short, I love polls.
So it's that kind of poll.
Knew I should have stayed at the track today.
Well, Samantha, why don't you just go by Sam?
I keep my full name to remind myself of my parents' cruelty. But it motivates me. So, all right, enough about me. What is this, a poll?
Yeah, sorry, so you've got some kind of poll about Stormy Daniels?
No, don't be fooled. I've got several polls about Stormy Daniels. Let's get into it. This is pole position. We start in the morning. Consult. Political poll that found 56% of voters said that President Trump and Stormy Daniels had an affair before Trump became president. Yikes! That's what I said. Sounds bad, right? Well, not exactly. Because a new CNN poll that just came out found that 42% now approve of Trump, which is his highest approval rating in 11 months. 11 months. 1-1. So it looks like the best thing Trump's done since becoming president was to have sex with a porn star. Shocking. But my own polls bear this out. With 48% saying that having sex with a porn star was his best, followed by the economy. Best thing? Sex with a porn star, 48%. Economy, 22%. Tax bill, 16%. Wall, 7%. The wall's still not very popular amongst pollsters.
All right, Sam, so what's going on right now? What are you doing? You just took over our show?
What? Nope, not me. I'm just doing polls here.
But you did. You even had a show graphic. You're trying to hijack our show?
I wouldn't say that, no. I'm not doing that. A recent poll shows that the public agrees that I'm definitely not trying to hijack your show. In fact, 84% agree that I am not trying to hijack your show. It's true. Hijacking show, 84%. No, 14%. Undecided, a mere 2%.
How did you do a poll that quickly?
How did you do a poll that quickly?
Quickly? Why, that's because I'm the prince of polls, the duke of demographics, the seer of surveys. I can do anything, as long as it's in poll form. I was polling when you were wearing diapers.
I never wore diapers. Went straight to big boy pants.
And nor should you. In fact, I conducted a recent poll that found 94% of Americans think diapers are poison. That's right, diapers poison. 94% say yes, 4% no. Undecided, a mere 2%. Margin of error, a mere 2%. That's my latest poll. Those are just some of the polls that you'll find when you sign up for Poll Vault. That's right, my monthly subscription service featuring exclusive polls, writings, videos, and a bottle of wine from my very own vineyard, which has 99% approval rating from a recent poll. That's right.
Sam, you did it again. You're clearly trying to steal our show. Now, wait.
I don't know. Oh, what's up, Day? How's it going there, Brendan?
How's the show going?
Brendan, what are you doing over there?
What do you mean? This guy's great, isn't he? With the polls. Love that stuff. Numbers are hot.
Yeah, okay, Brendan. Look, this guy keeps trying to steal our show.
Well, a recent poll found that 99% found that I'd be a better host for this very show. In fact, if you look here, better host, 99% goes for Samantha. Rich and Pedro get 1%. And, well, I'm not really sure about the outcome of this poll and what it says for me. But I'll tell you, I enjoyed making it.
Who's Rich and Pedro? All right, well, it might be true that almost all of America wants you to take over the show. But I got contract stuff between these guys, between me, you, and the wall. I got about a dozen lawsuits going on right now, and I kind of don't want to make it a baker's dozen. I'm on a sugar cleanse.
Well, that's fair enough. Can I still do my polls?
Oh, of course. We just need to share the airwaves. So we'll have you back on, and for legal purposes, back to you guys.
You know, they said 1% for Rich and Pedro, but they didn't take a poll on just Pedro. I bet I could get at least 5%.
I can't lie to you, that's a valid point.
All right. Well, let's get into some science news. Scientists discovered the first case of infanticide among killer whales after viewing a newborn orca killed by unrelated 32-year-old male. Scientists say that killing children is evidence that killer whales are evolving into humans. They say that the killer whales will soon start watching porn, complaining about traffic, and will set up their own MMA league.
My stepdad used to spray infanticide on his roses.
I don't know if that's how that works, but
Yeah.
if you don't like roses, give it a shot.
EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt said that he was dumbfounded by the media narrative over his travel expenses. According to the reports, Pruitt recently spent $120,000 on a trip to Italy and has been frequently criticized for only flying first class. He also caught fire for spending $43,000 of taxpayer money to set up a privacy booth in his office suite. Pruitt said that he doesn't understand what the fuss is about and that he dabbed himself with a hot towel and sat nude inside his privacy booth.
That sounds kind of gross to me. Maybe that's the problem. It's too gross. New England Patriots owner Bob Kraft escorted a group of Parkland students to the March for Our Lives rally on his private jet. While he was praised for his attempts, it turned out the jet never made it to Washington, D.C. because it was sacked in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's great.
Well, two more attorneys have rejected an offer to be a part of President Trump's legal team, Tom Buchanan and Dan Webb. They both said that the president reached out to them, but they turned down the offer, citing business conflicts. The conflicts were later revealed to involve Buchanan and Webb not wanting to sabotage their careers. The Trump team is still looking to add a new member to their legal team and reportedly scouting Fletcher Reed, Dr. Gonzo, and Vinny.
Sound like some real no-names. He's down to the bottom of the barrel now,
Bottom
huh?
of the barrel. He's grasping at straws,
Well, you know what they say, you get what you pay for.
splitting hairs.
Singer,
Don't kick a horse when it's dead.
don't eat a horse either. It's gross.
Two birds in one stone.
Only bet on him if you can. Singer Christina Aguilera appeared on the cover of Paper magazine without makeup for the first time. Aguilera said that she is at the point in her career where she wants to, quote, strip it all back, by all means. In an accompanying interview, the singer also revealed some long-held secrets. The most surprising being that she is actually Macaulay Culkin.
China is outpacing the United States when it comes to developing hypersonic missiles, according to Pentagon officials. They say that in November, China tested 2 ballistic missiles that are so technologically advanced that the United States won't be able to reach the same capabilities until 2020. Fortunately, officials said that the missiles can't drive well because they were programmed by Uber, so we shouldn't worry. However, bicyclists in Phoenix should be on high alert. And remember, always wear a helmet.
That will definitely keep you safe in this instance. Gas and oil drilling is causing more areas of Texas to be at risk for sinkholes. Geophysicists from Southern Methodist University found that ground in Texas is rising and falling in a region that's been, quote, punctured like a pincushion with oil wells and injection wells since 1940s. Texas officials have tried to put positive spin on the news, advertising that the state will now have 3 times as many swimming holes.
That's scary.
Do you like to swim?
Go out on the limb and tell you.
Well, Texas sounds like your place.
Sinkholes? Come on. The Kentucky legislature passed a law to restrict abortions after 11 weeks, which would be the most restrictive abortion law in the country. This comes weeks after Mississippi signed a law making abortion illegal after 15 weeks. Not one to be outdone, Alabama lawmakers are looking to ban abortion after 1 week, while Georgia will ban masturbating and thinking about sex outside of marriage.
That's going to be tough to regulate, but
Yep.
We'll see what they do.
Very tough to regulate.
we'll see what they figure out. President Trump announced this week that the White House will host a memorial for opioid abuse victims next month. The memorial will only be temporary, as it will eventually steal your TV and disappear into the night sometime mid-May. According to officials, the memorial will feature a man riddled with open wounds, slumped over on a park bench.
Well, President Trump is pushing for the Pentagon to pay for his big, beautiful, unfundable wall, despite previously claiming that Mexico would pay for the wall. When asked about his discrepancy, Trump said that Mexico and the Pentagon are basically the same thing, since they both steal taxpayer money and are both known to illegally cross borders. Following the statements, Trump made the deal with the Pentagon, stating that if they pay for his wall, they'll get 1 additional wall free of charge.
I don't understand the president's analogy either. Does the Pentagon have delicious enchiladas and prostitutes?
Have you been to the Pentagon's cafeteria?
No, no one's ever invited me.
Yeah, it's a lot of prostitutes in there.
Well, you learn something every day. A Dallas school district is now requiring students to wear clear backpacks after the shootings in Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Former Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore came and asked what happens when students decide to hide a gun in their pant pockets and demanded that students wear clear clothing to school. Moore then promptly applied for a teaching job in the Dallas school system. Also, upon hearing the news of clear backpacks, Dallas high school boys began planning how they can sneak dildos into classmates' bags.
You cannot tell high schoolers to wear clear clothes. It's just...
For some reason, I don't feel like sneak and dildo should be in the same sentence. Just Doesn't flow right.
Valid point. How stupid do you have to be to suggest that, though? Not the dildo thing. The clothes.
Oh, I see what you're
Clear
saying.
clothes. Let's have a... Yeah, I'm not repeating it. President Trump considers firing his chief of staff, John Kelly, and running the White House himself, according to an NBC News report. Trump said that he would serve as chief of staff by standing in front of a mirror and yelling at himself frequently throughout the day. He would deliver himself Diet Cokes and then fire himself after the third month so he could finally ditch this lousy presidency job. Get back to TV, right?
Yes, we need those ratings. We need those ratings.
Well, you know what, Pedro? It's time to kick it off to Kim Sunny Burnham for the Tucson 5-day forecast. Oh, it's over here.
Okay. Hi, Tucson. It's me again, Kim Sunny Burnham, with your 5-day forecast brought to you by Tetro's Tater Tots. The only tater tots with no nutritional value whatsoever, but all of the taste. And now you can get them in barbecue and shrimp flavor. Speaking of eating, today is March 29th, and it's National Lemon Chiffon Cake Day. So we're gonna celebrate by eating lemon cake. See, we're gonna eat lemon cake and not lemon chiffon cake because I couldn't find the chiffon part, so it's just lemon cake, so it's all a facade. But that's okay because today is also National Smoke and Mirrors Day, so it looks like I'm eating lemon chiffon cake, but I'm really eating just lemon cake. And they told me to quit talking about the lemon cake, so I'll quit talking about the cake. And also, this month of March, we are celebrating Caffeine Month, and I've been celebrating all month long. I've been drinking tons of coffee and tons of caffeine. It's also been Women's History Month, and I celebrated this month by being a woman. Oh, so excited, and I'm a little hyper because I had a lot of caffeine and sugar and lemon. Okay, this week it is really gonna heat up. Other than the hot flushes that I have. Friday is gonna look absolutely sunny and gorgeous with the highs at 80s, and the sun is gonna be just in time until I found out on Tuesday that I have a lien against my house. But that was okay, I was all right with it. It was Wednesday that I found out what a tax lien means. Talk about ignorance is bliss, right? Well, the weekend is gonna be a bit cloudy with the temps from the mid to the high 80s, and those clouds are something that some vodka can't fix, am I right? Those clouds, I was only drinking caffeine. Those clouds are gonna carry right into Monday, so you'll have one extra day to nurse off that hangover. I suggest lots of greasy food and some good cries and a nice nap on a park bench or a bus bench anywhere around town. You won't have to worry too much about sunburn at least. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got more sun. Yay, more sun, I'm so excited. That's right, we're back to right where we started. Just like a bad habit of stalking like ex-boyfriends. You know, they gave me this piece of paper. They said restraining order. I say, piece of paper means nothing. Well, that's it for Tucson's 5-day forecast. I'm Kim Sunny Burnham, and I'm so excited to let you guys know that Pedro's back in the studio. Hi, Pedro. I'm so glad you're back. Back to you guys.
Well, this has been the Scorcher Report on Creative Tucson. My name is Rich Gary, and thank you for watching.
And I'm Pedro Santa Cruz. Remember to like, share, and
subscribe to our YouTube channel. And
if you've got a hot news tip for us,
you should definitely let us know, or don't.
And it says here to start your own show, but come on, we know who the real stars are here. Do you think you really can host a show out there?
You could do it?
It's harder than it looks.
Do this? No.
It's hard to look this good.
Also, though, but we love you.
Stay creative, Tucson.
Like us on Facebook. Bye.